Hi guys, and welcome to yet another interesting video by Simplilearn. In today's video, we will learn about command prompt, which is an application of Windows system. In this video, we will also learn about the command tricks that can be used in the command prompt. But before we begin, if you love watching tech videos, subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to never miss an update from us. For today's video, the agenda is: firstly, we'll understand what is the command prompt application, continuing with how the command prompt works, and lastly, the command tricks. Now, without further ado, let's begin with what is command prompt. Command prompt is a Windows application that requires the user to enter a command for execution purpose. The command prompt is also a text-based interpreter. Moving on, we have command prompt working. The command prompt works as a command line interpreter, which requires the user to enter a command line in the terminal window. After that, we have to press enter to execute the function. Command prompt also allows us to have multiple windows open at the same time with execution of different commands. The commands in the terminal window allows us to access data about settings related to our system or network status or booting sector commands. Moving on, let's take a look at the tricks. For better understanding, let's divide the tricks in some parts. The first is network related. Network related commands include network status, creating a Wi-Fi hotspot, obtaining an IP address of a specific site, etc. Then we have general commands. This includes clear option, cut, paste, changing the font, and renaming folders. And lastly, we have task and folder commands, which includes hiding a folder, sorting the list of folders, and gaining a list of all the installed programs. To better understand the command prompt working, let's take a look at the demo for the same. To access command prompt, go to search option and write CMD. On clicking enter, we'll have a command prompt. To begin with, let's take a look at some of the general settings. For example, let's change the name over here. Instead of the drive and the user info, let's type something else. To do this, we have to write prompt and then the keyword we want it to represent. For example, simply. Click enter. As we can see, the drive link and the user info is changed to simply. Now, for example, if we want to change the title of our command prompt that is represented over here, we have to execute the command title and the new title you want it to represent. In this case, let's take trial, and the command prompt title is changed to trial. To access much better options and attributes regarding the command, we can use help command. After help, we should write the command we need help with. For example, prompt. By doing this, we can access different attributes that are related to the prompt command. Let's try. Then let's try adding greater than sign along with our prompt name. For this, we have the command prompt, the keyword we want, simply, along with the attribute sign, which is $G in case of greater than, and press enter. And here is the output. Along with simply, we have the greater than sign. Seems like we have too much output on the terminal window. To clear out all these outputs, you can use a command clear, which is represented by CLS. This would clear up the whole terminal window. Moving on, let's try changing the font color for the command prompt. To do this, we have the command color, along with the attributes you wanted to change with. In this case, we have 09. This would change the font color to blue. Seems like the command works fine. But to better change the command, we can also do color help. This would give all the attributes that are related to the color command. We can not only change the font color but also the background color. Let's try doing that now. To change the background color, we have to write the command color with the color background to be purple 5 and the font color to be red, which represented by 4. Seems like the command works fine. Moving on, let's take a look at some of the network settings. For networking commands, the most basic is ipconfig. This command gives us an overview for all the connections that are connected to our system right now. All the wireless adapter, LAN, Ethernet settings, IP address, subnet mask, and the default gateway. This is all represented by the ipconfig command. In any case, if you want to copy all this output and paste it somewhere else, you can use the command cut and copy. In terminal window, it's quite difficult if we want to select all this and do Ctrl C. It's not valid. So the command for the same is ipconfig, then the pipe sign with clip. On entering, this command would copy the output from ipconfig. And now we can paste it to somewhere else. For example, on Notepad. Now, as we can see, the output is pasted on the text file. Let's clear up the window and move on to the next command. For the next command, we have Wi-Fi hotspot creation. To create a Wi-Fi hotspot from your system, you have to write the command net sh wlan set hosted network, then is mode equal to allow space SSID, which represents the hotspot name. Let's give it star. Then we have key, which represents the password for the hotspot. Let's give it password 123. This command would create a hotspot. Seems like we have some condition, which is administrative privilege. To do this, access CMD on start menu, right click and open the command prompt as administrator. By doing this, we have to again type the whole command. LAN set hosted network mode allow along with SSID, which is star, and the password. As seen, the hotspot has been created successfully. To start the hotspot, we have to write the command netsh wlan start along with hosted network and press enter. This would execute the command and start the hotspot. To stop the command, we have to write stop instead of start in the same. This command on executing would stop the hotspot. Now moving on, let's try accessing a website from the command prompt window. To do this, write the command start, the address of the website. In this case, let's take Simplilearn and press enter. This would take us to the Simplilearn website. Command prompt also allows us to access the IP address of a particular website. To do this, write the command ping, the name of the website. For in this case, let's take Google and press enter. This would give us the IP addresses that are related to the Google website. Moving on, let's take a look at some of the commands related to tasks and folder. To begin with, let's take a look at all the running tasks on the computer right now. To do this, write the command task list. This command on execution would provide us with a list of all the tasks that are currently running. And seems like these are all the programs or applications that are currently on execution. To get a better understanding of the applications and get a better detailed result, try using this command, which is task list with /v. On execution of this command, we will get an output with detailed view of all the applications that are running. In any case, if you feel like that the output is too long or the process is taking too much time, you can do Ctrl C. On execution of this command, the process would stop midway. Now let's take a look at all the installed programs in the system. To do this, we have the command wmic product space get space name. On execution of this command, all the list that is related to all the installed programs would come up. This might take a second or two. And seems like we got our output. Sometimes on accessing a particular folder or a file in a command prompt is too difficult, as we have to write the whole address of the particular file or the folder. But we have a shortcut method. This method is, for example, if I want to access this file, directly open the file and go to a subfolder, and on the title bar, click it and write cmd. This would open up a command prompt window for particularly that folder. This way, we don't have to write any address in the command prompt line and avoid any error. There are often cases when we want to hide a particular file from a system. This can be done by accessing the hidden option given in the properties. By doing this, we can hide a particular folder. But in this case, there's an option available known as show hidden items. That is a drawback. Command prompt terminal also allows us to hide folders, and it does not have any drawback, similarly to the Windows system. To hide a particular folder, access the file and write this command attrib plus symbol h space plus symbol s space plus symbol r. Then the name of the folder. In this case, we have example. Pressing enter. On execution of this command, we see that the example folder is hidden now. And if we choose show hidden options, there's no change. That means our file is secured now. To unhide the same file, Instead of plus in the command earlier, use minus sign, -h, -s, and -r, and press enter. On doing this command, the hidden file would be unhidden. To finish up the video, let's take a look at some of the extra tricky commands. For example, shutdown command. This command would allow us to shut down our system from the command prompt window. To do so, write shutdown -s. S represents shutdown. If you want to restart your system, write -r, and in case you want to log out, use -l. Then we also have a condition in the shutdown system. For example, typing /s space /t along with the time. This command represents if you want to shut down your system after 10 seconds. And in case you want to shut down in 60 seconds, do 60. In the same command, we have another variation. If you want to represent a particular string on shutdown, do this /c space double quotes and write your string in the double quotes. For example, going out. On execution of this command, the window is shut down along with going out string represented. With this, we have reached the end of the video. If you have any questions regarding the topic, you can ask them in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.
Hi there, if you like this video, subscribe to the Simplilearn YouTube channel and click here to watch similar videos. To nerd up and get certified, click here.